Oh my goodness, I have zero articulation. Was just looking back on that first behind the scenes video I did, and oh my goodness, I'm probably gonna have to take it down. It is just so all over the place, and oh, I'm not. Ugh, ugh. Anyways, this video, the one about getting haircuts, actually had a pretty interesting story to becoming a video. So I was laying in bed thinking of my next video idea, and I kept going back to my work stories. Like, I have a job, and I have a lot of stories from that. And I was like, that's a good thing I could do, but I just couldn't find any motivation. So I decided to change it a little bit and talk about times I couldn't say no. That was like kind of like the video idea, because there was like one of the stories I was gonna tell was about this time at work where I just like, I kept saying yes, and it was not a good situation. So I still might make that a video, but I decided that I was gonna do that. But I also couldn't get motivation for that one, so I just like kept like postponing. If you noticed, probably not, but I made a bunch of shorts in the first week of making this video because I just didn't want to work on this video. I'd just rather do something else. But then on the weekend, the last weekend, I realized I was like, oh, I need to go get a haircut. And on my way there, I was like, oh, wait a minute. This would actually be such a good part of the video, of the not being able to say no video, because it has a similar vibe. And so while I was in the chair getting my haircut, I was like, I was just thinking the whole time about um, what I could do for a video and like all the stuff that's happened and all the stories I could tell. And I was like, actually, I'm excited for it to make like a video about this. So I just decided to just do that. And I'm glad I did because I actually had a lot of fun animating it, writing the script. I did write this script immediately when I came home from there and voiced it over, which meant there was a lot of jokes and like clarification stuff I wish I had added after I started animating, but oh well. I mean, there's always going to be regrets and stuff like that on these kind of videos, but nah. There was obviously a lot of things I didn't include. It was shorter than my last video, not by a lot, but definitely was. And yeah, so I guess this fear for haircuts, I didn't really actually explain that in the video. When I was younger, like I did not care in the slightest. It only was like until recently I started kind of like nervous, and it was just because I had back to back to back to back like terrible haircuts. I remember one time I like, walked out of the haircuts, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do?" Because I don't know how to explain it, but I almost looked like a '90s bully. Oh, I don't even know. It was terrible. I was scared, but luckily it grew out as it always does, and then so that was one thing. We always go to the the local sports clips, which is just a chain, you know, and there's always so much drama in there. I could probably do a whole video about that. Maybe I will, but every time you go in and sit in the chair, it's just immediate drama from all the people. Like, oh my goodness, this person, and yeah, it's pretty entertaining. But about the video, the main thing I was focusing on for this video was having the people be moving and like engaging a little bit. Because in all my other videos, they're always kind of like just standing still and talking. I wanted to like emphasize movement and all that stuff. So that was my main focus for animating this one. I put in a little turn cycle, I guess. When I was nodding my head, it does not look good at all. So little sneak peek of the next video, as I'm definitely gonna be working on that. Hopefully, if I don't change my video again. I already have a video planned. I'm gonna start working on it tomorrow. And oh yeah, something about these videos, these extra behind the scenes video kind of things, is I don't expect many people to care about them right now. And that's not really the point for now. The reason I'm making these videos is for the future. I want people to go back and see what was on my mind when I was making each video. So if you're here, thank you so much for coming. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited for this channel. I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm gonna really try and get it far and work as hard as I can. And yeah, especially I was actually debating if I was going to make a channel or not for a long time because of AI. I was like, there's no point. I'm gonna start, and then the whole industry or whatever is gonna just get taken over by AI, and that'll be no point. And then I decided, you know what? I might as well do it, all for fun. So, well, I guess we'll just see where it happens. Here's a funny story. Um, the last video, the behind the scenes video I made, for some reason got like thousands and thousands of impressions. So like it was recommended to a bunch of people on YouTube, which was so I don't know what happened there, because my main video I spent 2 weeks working on, spending hours and hours, had like 100 impressions. It was recommended to like 100 people, and like 50 of them were just from channels and stuff like that. So it means like YouTube didn't do anything to that video. But then the behind the scenes video I recorded in 5 minutes. Obviously, it's pretty bad. I might delete it, and it got recommended to so many people. I was like, oh no, what are we doing? If I would take anything to have the actual videos go to the ones I care about, not to this, but it's all good. I mean, I can't really complain though. It's just, it's all good. So thank you if you're still watching. I'm real impressed if you're watching this. But yeah, thank you, and yeah, have a nice day.